Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter. My name's Julie and today is Sunday, so Whip and Chat day. Today I have chosen to diamond paint, and I am diamond painting what I'm calling Time for Tea, and this was a gift. This was a kit sent to me from GBFKE. For review. They contacted me and asked me to pick some products, so this was one of them, and this is a round diamond painting, 30 by 40, and at the time I got this was £3.77. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on today. Sorry, sip of coffee. Right, so let's get the first colour out, and we need A, which is this one here, and then we will get excuse me, we will get into this week and what I have been up to. So right, let's get started. So Monday I woke up at about 9:30. I had my coffee and then I did a little bit of washing up, and then just as I was finishing washing up, the washing machine bleeped because Mark had some washing on, so I pegged it out in the garden. And yeah, we've had glorious weather all weekend here in the UK. It's been getting up into the 20s, nearly 30s, so yeah, we've been having some gorgeous weather. So yeah, Monday got some washing out, and yeah, was just checking it as the day goes on, as the day went on, you know, turning hoodies and jumpers and tracksuit bottoms and towels, and yeah. So I also managed to cross stitch. I brought a project down in the morning, which was my long dog sampler crossword, the one that looks like a crossword. It's got the boxes and the letters with the words and everything like that. So yeah, just checking washing and cross stitching kind of day on Monday. So for lunch I had a corned beef sandwich with cucumber. Then for tea I had a chip butter. Mark and the boys had sausages, and yeah, I don't mind sausages, but it's just the texture in my mouth, and yeah, I don't know, I have something else when Mark and the boys have sausages. So I had a chip butter for my tea. Then when we finished tea and I came up here, I actually had a phone call from the chemist, from the pharmacy, to say that my prescription was ready to pick up. If you guys saw my previous video, you will have heard that I've been in talks with the doctors, thinking I'm going through the menopause. So yeah, I had to go pick that up. I am now on HRT. I'm on the patches and the tablets. they explained at the nurse, the doctor at the time, lovely female doctor, she explained with it being early or perimenopause that we can't start you on the combined pill yet because it's too early. So she said we'll do one hormone on a tablet and the other hormone either on a patch or gel or, you know, something else. She says we can't put you on the combined pill yet, it's too early. So yeah, so I'm on the patch and the pill for my HRT. So yeah, I went to go pick that up. I got back and yeah, I was reading through. You've got to alternate the patch all the way through the month. I think you alternate it every 3 or 4 days. So say for example you start on the Monday, you then change your patch on the Thursday, so they last like 3 or 4 days, but you've got to keep that sort of Monday and a Thursday all the way through. And then the tablet, you take it 12 or 14 days after you put that first patch on, and then every time then you start a new box of patches, you then count, I think it's 12 maybe 14 days. You then take the tablet for 12 days, but all the time changing your patches, and yeah, it's just the tablet for those 12 days of the cycle. So anyway, so yeah, I read up on that, sorted out that, was writing it on my calendar and yeah, things like that. So yeah, after I'd done and sorted that, I then started looking at the next issue for the Disney Dollhouse, and it was issue 64, and we are back to wallpapering. So we wallpapered 2 walls. So yeah, short and sweet issue, but yeah, need it to be done. So yeah, Disney Dollhouse issue 64. Yeah, we did that on Monday, and then afterwards there was Horlicks and the Tank. So I went over and watched his live stream, and then I headed off to bed and I was watching some YouTube in bed. So let's get this one. So then on to Tuesday. So Tuesday again, I woke up at 9:30. So got up, had my coffee, washed up, and then I Mark was having a bath while I was sort of waking up and coming round, and then he called me up for my bath. So had my bath, got that done. I was supposed to go to town on Wednesday. That's sometimes why we have a bath the day early, because normally it will be Wednesday bath day, but yeah, sometimes depending who's going, we have a bath or shower a day early. So, but yeah, I was supposed to go, but yeah, I will talk about that when we get to Wednesday. So yeah, had my bath, and then by the time we'd done that, then it was lunchtime, so I had a beef and red onion sandwich. and then some Pringles. And then in the afternoon I was stitching. I decided to stitch on Stitch Witch, the stitch along that's on my channel currently and my Facebook group. So yeah, Stitch Witch by Tiny Modernist. Then it got to pet feeding time, so we fed the pets, and then our youngest, he walked Ted. So I stitched a little bit more on Stitch Witch, and if you've seen my floss tube this week, you will have seen that I managed to complete all the black in her skirt, so I just need to go and fill it in. There's some green and grey, some green for the vines, grey for the house, and yeah, leaves and detailing and everything like that. So yeah, I was doing that. Then for tea we had the chicken and bacon pasta that Mark's been making. So we had that for tea, and then in the evening when I came up here I was doing a little bit of diamond painting. Then I was helping in the 2 lives, so the Eddie Stobart live stream and the Titanic live stream. And then after Titanic we had a little bit of a chit chat, and then I headed off to bed and I was watching YouTube in bed for a little bit, and then yeah, went off to sleep. So yeah, that was Tuesday. So then turn it over on to Wednesday. I just sort out my page, it's not wanting to stay flat. So then on to Wednesday. Apparently Mark had been trying to wake me for at least an hour and a half. He said he kept coming to check and trying to stir me, and apparently I wasn't having any of it. So he said he did bring me a coffee about 7:30, 7:45, something like that. But yeah, then he usually likes to walk on for the bus at about 8 o'clock, and yeah, apparently I didn't want to wake up. My body did not want to wake, so yeah, at about just gone 8 I heard the garden gate shut, or open or shut, which one, and yeah, it was Mark heading for the bus, and yeah, I was like, oh no. But but yeah, apparently I did not want to wake, so Mark ended up going to town by himself. Normally our eldest would go with him, but Monday night into Tuesday he went to go visit a friend that's living in Halls in student digs. So yeah, apparently they were gaming till the early hours, and so he was shattered, and yeah, he'd already been talking with his Dad and saying, you know, I don't think I'll be up to go to town, so I don't want to say I'll come and then not get up. And so yeah, apparently none of us were in a fit state to go to town, but like I said, Mark likes to go for the 8 o'clock bus, get into town early, get it done. He said at that time of the morning it's really quiet, you know, there's no risk of people bumping into him while he's trying to walk around with his stick. And yeah, just said it's really, really quiet at that time of the morning. So if he goes about 8 o'clock, we're usually home for about 11, quarter past 11. So yeah, a couple of hours out, and usually when we're on the way home, then town starts getting busy, supermarkets start getting busy, so he likes to be out and get it done early. But yeah, so yeah, he ended up going off to town and doing that by himself. So yeah, but he wasn't annoyed or anything when he came home. He just said, yeah, he was like, I tried to wake you. And so yeah, that was the end of that. So while Mark was out in town, I gave the pets their breakfast, sorted Ted out, so yeah, obviously he wouldn't have had time to feed the pets or sort them out, because obviously he wanted to be up and out and then trying to wake me up. And so yeah, I got the pets fed and done. I got some washing on, and then when that had done, I pegged it out. So yeah, I got a few jobs around the house done. So yeah, did I write? On Wednesday, Mark got home about 10-ish. I'd say about, yeah, I've written down he got home about 10-ish. So we were sorting and putting the shopping away. He actually brought me a few things home while he was out and about. So he got me a Fox mug. You guys will have seen on previous videos, I have the bigger cat mug, the black and white printed cat mug. He picked me up the Fox version, so I think I've shown you guys on a video recently. The Fox one is like an orange printed. So yeah, like I said, the cat is with the black. It's a bigger white mug. So it's got the black cats on, and then the Fox one is again a white mug, and it's got the orange painted like foxes. So yeah, I've got the Fox version of the mug now. He picked me up a pill tray, a new pill tray. I've just been using like one of the I'd say it's about that big. It's the little like diamond painting things. I just use one of those, but it's only a 5-day, so Saturday and Sunday I had to dig through my medication and get my vitamins that the doctors have advised me from my last blood test. They've told me to take folic acid and vitamin D, so I take those daily. Obviously I've got to rotate my patch, and then when it comes to the tablet for HRT, so yeah, I've got a proper one now, a seven day, yeah, a 7-day week pill dispenser thing. So yeah, he picked me up that, and then he also picked me up some little stickers. So until I get into a routine with the tablets and the pills, and yeah, he just picked me up some little star stickers so I can just keep track until I get into a routine of taking it. They've given me a 3-month supply, so as I get to running out, then I have to go back and see the doctor and talk with her and see if the things are working or if anything needs changing, or try something different. So yeah, while he was out and about, he picked me up some things, and he picked me up some treats as well, some chocolate and yeah, some little snacky bits and stuff like that. So yeah, I was sorting that out. So then up until lunchtime there was a little bit of time, so I think I had about an hour of stitching, something like that, before lunch. So I was stitching on Stitch Witch, and then for lunch I had a tuna mayonnaise and sweet corn sandwich. So I had that for lunch, and then in the afternoon I was carrying on with Stitch Witch, as well as checking it on washing and yeah, getting the stuff on the line dried and folded. So I was doing that, and then it got to pet feeding time. Oliver fed the pets, our youngest, and walked Ted, so I just carried on stitching. So I was doing that, and then for tea we had baguettes. So we had the prawns in seafood sauce with salad in the baguettes, and then we had some crisps. Then after tea, when I came up here, I went into the crafters Zoom, the Wednesday crafters Zoom, and I was diamond painting, and I actually finished a diamond painting in that Zoom, and then I kitted this one up. So got this one organised, and I've got them in the little Tic Tac, well you can see there, the Tic Tac containers. So yeah, I kitted this one up while I was in Zoom. So yeah, so then afterwards then I was watching a little bit of YouTube in bed, and then I went off to sleep. Then on to Thursday. So Thursday I woke up about 9 o'clock, had my coffee, washed up, and then I said to Mark, right, I'm going to go up and get some stitching. I think I'm going to bring a bigger project down today. There's really nothing to do, no jobs really. So yeah, I'm going to bring a bigger project down. I can concentrate on it. There's no washing or anything to be stopping and starting for. So yeah, I'll bring a bigger project and I can get some good work done on that. So I was stitching on mini evergreen. The lady in the hat with all the foliage around her and gorgeous flowers in her hat. So yeah, I was working on mini evergreen. Then for lunch I had a chocolate spread sandwich. Then in the afternoon I carried on stitching up until pet feeding time. So fed the pets, walked Ted, I got back and I was doing a little bit more stitching before tea. And for tea on Thursday we had a fruit salad, and Mark had got some cream to go with it, but I knew we had a carton of custard on the shelf, the wooden cartons of custard. It had been there a good month, but yeah, it's one of the shelf ones, so doesn't really go off, doesn't need to be refrigerated or anything like that. So I decided to have cold custard with mine. Then Jack decided he wanted custard, but warm custard, so he warmed up a little bit for himself. I had cold custard, and then Mark decided to have cream. And then when Oliver came home later on, I told him, you know, there was some custard left or there was some cream. He chose to have cream like his dad. So yeah, that was for tea. We had strawberries and grapes. I think that's what Mark managed to pick up. We could have had some orange in it because there was some oranges in the fridge, but we had strawberries and grapes. So yeah, then in the evening I brought all my stitching and everything upstairs with me, so I brought mini evergreen back up here with me because I wanted to carry on stitching a little bit. So I was watching YouTube and stitching mini evergreen excuse me, and then for the rest of the evening then so yeah, that was Thursday. So on to Friday. So Friday I woke up at about 9 o'clock, had my coffee, got washed up, sorted the kitchen, so got that done. And then for lunch we finished off the tuna, had tuna mayonnaise with cucumber sandwiches. So I had that for lunch, and then oh, there was some washing to do, so I got that on before lunch, and then after lunch, when it had done, then went and pegged it out. So like I said, we've been having some glorious weather, so got that done and pegged out. So then in the afternoon then I recorded Floss Tube, so you guys will have seen that on Friday. So I showed you some things Mark had made for me on the 3D printers. So the PLA 3D printer and the resin 3D printer. He's been making me some things, so I showed those in my Floss Tube because they were stitchy related. Then I was editing and sorting out the description box and the thumbnail, and yeah, got that all sorted for you guys to see. So then when I got back downstairs, then it was pet feeding time. We fed the pets, and then our eldest Jack walked Ted. So he did that. So I was looking at my phone a little bit, catching up with YouTube, and then playing some games. So yeah, I was doing that right up until tea. So yeah, I was doing that up until tea time. So what do we have for tea? We had chicken kebabs, so chicken skewers, done on the grill, on the George Foreman grill. And we've got a little visitor that's just popped in. Hi Ted, did you have a good walk? Yeah, did you have a good walk? Yeah. So yeah, he's just wandered in because I didn't shut my door, but never mind. Drink of coffee. So yeah, we had chicken skewers. Mark does it on the grill, so we had that with some salad and some pita breads. So yeah, we had that for tea on Friday. Then in the evening I was stitching a little bit. I was working on Ocean Pearl, and then yeah, I could kind of feel my eyes going a little bit for stitching, so I decided to switch to diamond painting, and I started this one, Time for Tea. So yeah, I started this one on Friday, and as you saw at the beginning, I had done down this side here. So yeah, I was doing that, and then on that Friday, I think I finally came off the computer at 11:15. Yeah, 11:15. It was quite late. My eyes were stinging at that point. I'm like, yeah, I'm shattered. I need to go to bed. I need my bed. So, yeah. Sorry about that, but yeah. My eyes were stinging and I just needed bed. So then Saturday morning is cleaning. So I set to and got cleaning the bathroom. Then after I'd done the bathroom, I was then playing on my phone a little bit while the boys were finishing up their jobs. One wipes around the living room, one wipes around the kitchen, things get mopped. So yeah, they were finishing up their jobs, and then we sorted and sat down for lunch. Me and Mark had the sausage rolls, the half-baked ones you finish at home. So we had a couple of sausage rolls each for lunch yesterday. So we had that, and then in the afternoon we were just then free to do what we all wanted to do. So I came into here, Mark was in the bear cave, I think Oliver was in the shared bedroom, him and Jack, and then Jack was downstairs in the kitchen on his laptop. So yeah, we're all just doing his own things and just chilling out for the afternoon, just doing what we wanted to do. What did I do? I was kitting up some cross stitch, so I was looking through my boxes of threads. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say kitting up, I was finding threads because I don't know if I have fabric for those projects yet. I have got a couple of I would say scrap pieces, cut off pieces, but I need to check to see if they're going to be big enough for the projects that I want to do. So like I say, the cut off pieces, so I'd say they're quite long but not very wide. So yeah, I need to check those. So yeah, I was kitting up a couple of projects, cross stitch projects. So yeah, looking through my threads and sorting them out. Then it was pet feeding time, so I fed the pets, and then Oliver walked Ted, so he went and did that. Then I was starting to prepare the trifle for today. So I had already done the jelly at lunchtime. So then when it came to tea time, I started the custard, because they both say they need boiling water, but then they need to cool for 10 minutes or so before you actually put them in the dish and start making the layers up. So yeah, because it's boiling water from the kettle, so yeah, they need to cool a little bit. So yeah, like I said, I'd already done the jelly, and that had nicely set with the sponge fingers in. So yeah, before tea I then started making up the custard, and then I covered it over. I actually pushed the cling film in to the top of where the custard is, because I didn't want it to create a skin as it was cooling. So yeah, I did a couple of times, give it a bit of a stir, a bit of a mix to help it cool quicker, but then I would recover it. So yeah, by the time we had tea, I could then put the custard onto the top of the jelly, and yeah, leave it to set all of it overnight for then today for the custard bit, and then today finish it off. So whip up the cream and put the sprinkles on. So yeah, I got that started. So for tea we had one of the fajita kits. It was the barbecue fajita kits. So you get the packets or sachets of seasoning. So Mark mixed that all in with the chicken, but he had already in the freezer found that we had a stir fry packet. So yeah, he was sort of frying that up a little bit and getting it to defrost with it being a freezer bag, and then he put the chicken, obviously it had been sat in the seasoning and marinating while he was doing the stir fry bag. So yeah, he mixed all that in, all the chicken and the seasoning in with the stir fry bag, and yeah, it made it a really nice meal. So yeah, he would have normally just done the chicken with the seasoning, but like he said, he noticed we had a stir fry bag in the freezer, so he added that to it as well, and we had it with the wraps called tortillas or tortillas. But yeah, that was a really nice tea. I enjoyed that barbecue fajita kit, really nice. So yeah, we had that for tea, and like I said, after tea then I sorted out the custard for the trifle, and yeah, put it back in the fridge for it all to set overnight. So then I came back up here then after tea, and I was stitching on my Doreen Jones kit that I haven't worked on in a while. I think it's been a couple of months. The ho 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 with the little heads. There's the reindeer, the Santa, and a snowman, and up the sides it's got the letters ho ho ho. So I was stitching on that, and I was watching ITVX, and I was watching the last season of The Bear. So yeah, I was watching The Bear, and I think I watched of the last season, the season 4. I'm about halfway through, think each season is 6 episodes, and I watched 3 of them. So yeah, I need to watch the rest when I have got a free evening. So yeah, I'll see when I get to watch the other 3. But yeah, there is news. It's been officially posted that next year there is going to be another season of The Bear. So The Bear 2024. So there is going to be another season. So I can't wait for that. So yeah, there is going to be one next year. I can't wait. Then I was watching YouTube in bed. So yeah, I watched those 3 episodes and then headed off to bed. So yeah, then on to today. So I woke up this morning. I think it was a little bit later today. I don't think I actually got up till about 10:30, 10:30, something like that. Yeah, I got up and Matt was already having his bath. So yeah, went down, had my coffee, and then just as I was bringing my bits up for my bath, Mark was just finishing in the bathroom. So he said, yeah, good timing, I've just done. So yeah, so had my bath. So then after my bath I came down and I was looking round for the trifle box because I was going to do the cream. Couldn't see the box anywhere, so I looked in the fridge thinking, did I put it in there? And Mark had already done the cream. So yeah, he'd already done it. So he finished off the trifle while Sunday dinner was cooking. So we were playing on our phones a little bit until Sunday dinner was ready. So for Sunday dinner we had lasagna. So lasagna and chips for Sunday dinner, and then afterwards we had the trifle with a nice cup of coffee. So we haven't had a trifle in a long time. So yeah, that was really nice because we haven't had one in a while. So yeah, lasagna and chips and then a trifle with a coffee for dessert. So yeah. So then after the trifle then I went, we went and sat in the living room for a little bit, finished our coffees, just settled our dinner down a little bit, our Sunday dinner. And then I made another coffee and then I came up here to record for you guys. So that is pretty much where we are for this week. So yeah, that is everything caught up. So like I said at the beginning, this diamond painting was from GBFKE. I will try and put a link to the website in the description box down below, and at the time of getting this it was £3.77. So but yeah, like I said, I was sent this for review, and so far it's really, really nice to work on. I am really enjoying it. I've not found many trash drills. I've had a couple that have had like extra bits of plastic, and then as I've been pouring the diamonds out into the tray, there has been some tiny diamonds, some really tiny sort of little dots of plastic, or that, yeah, you know, in the moulding process, you know, it happens everywhere. But yeah, that's the only thing I've found really so far. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. They do place nicely. So yeah, really, really enjoying doing this diamond painting so far. But yeah, so that is everything for today, guys. I'm gonna let you go. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Have a good and safe day tomorrow. We have found out in the last couple of days that our youngest is off college all next week. We didn't realise, but it is half term. So every 6 weeks, the kids have off school. They have a week off. So yeah, a term is 6 weeks. They have a week off, and then the same again. So a term is 6 weeks, and then they'll have a week off, or depending if there's a holiday, or like for example Easter time, they tend to have 2 weeks off at Easter. Christmas, they'll have 2 weeks off, you know, Christmas and New Year. So, but yeah, in the UK, a term is 6 weeks, and then I'll have a week off, and then yeah, back in again. So yeah, next week it is his half term week, and then he'll start then back in the beginning of June. So yeah, June is only a week away. Yeah, because we're on 28th. 3. Yeah, so he'll be back on the 5th of June. So yeah, he has all next week off, so he'll be back on the 5th, on Monday the 5th of June. So, but yeah, so like I said, that is everything for today. So have a fantastic weekend. Be safe on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, and Memorial Day over in America. So please be safe, look after yourselves, and yeah, whatever you're choosing to do. So yeah. So remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye, guys.